Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another LSPDFR tutorial. So in this tutorial, guys, we're gonna go ahead and install San Andreas Ultimate Compilate Charges and Citations. If you could go ahead and take a couple of pictures over here, you can see this menu right here is easy to read. As far as I'm concerned, it's a little bit more organized than the other charges and citations that I've installed in the game in the past. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and install this one for my game. So if you want to go ahead and follow suit, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description so you can go ahead and install this for your game as well. All right, and the other thing that we're going to go ahead and install today is going to be ultimate questions for Stop the Pad. I think this one is going to give you a little bit more variety of questions that you can actually ask the pads and stuff like that. So you can go ahead and take a look at some of these pictures right here if you so choose so, and of course I'm going to go ahead and leave the link in the description for this over here. So for this one, you're gonna go ahead and just go ahead and download this file right here. It's just gonna go ahead and count all the minutes, seconds down. I already have this one installed, or should I say downloaded, so I don't need to download it again. In terms of our ultimate questions over here, go ahead and download this file. For me, I downloaded this, or I think this one is like the latest version right here. You can actually download either version that you want to try. This one will be the oldest version, and then this one will be like the 2.0, and this one is the ultimate questions 2.0.1 right here. I'll feel like this one should be the latest version right here. Maybe it's a little bit more refined. I don't think I've ever installed this one before. I'm not quite so sure, but I downloaded this one, so this is the one that I'm gonna go ahead and install in my game. So we're gonna go ahead and jump into the game and see how this one is working. So what you're gonna need for this one is your your GTA5 main directory. So let me go ahead and open up my GTA5 main directory here real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and go to locals, browse local files. All right, just open up your GTA5 main directory where you have your LSPDFR installed. All right, this is where you need to be right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and start with the installation of our compilate charges and citations over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and unzip my files like I always do. All right, and then we're gonna go ahead and navigate to this one right here. So these will be the charges and citations that we're gonna be installing today. You're gonna see the difference once we are in the game. So for this one, I'm gonna go ahead on my GTA5 main directory over here. I'm gonna go ahead and go to plugins, LSPDFR, and then I'm gonna go ahead and go to compilate right here. As you can see, you're gonna go ahead and see charges and citations over here. This is what we're going to be replacing today. All right, just in case you don't like the ones that you're going to be installing today, I will highly suggest that you actually save these two somewhere. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and let me see here. Let me go ahead and go to my file explorer. I'm going to go ahead and go to my desktop. I'm going to go ahead and create a new file over here. All right, and let me just go ahead and name it charges over here, just like that. All right, let me go ahead and close this, and I'm gonna go ahead and highlight both of these files, drag and drop these files in there. All right, so if I open up these charges and charges file, I should find these ones over here. These are the original ones. So let me go ahead and close this. All right, and this shit, come on. All right, so let me go ahead and drag and drop these two in here. So we have replaced the old ones, but we already do have the old ones as our backup, just in case you don't like it. All right, so that's done right there with the installation. Now let me go ahead and open up my ultimate questions over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and unzip my files as well. All right, gonna go ahead and put this one over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and go back to my GTA5 main directory. This is where you want to be over here. Let me go ahead and open up our ultimate questions and see what the pathway is. Pretty much the pathway is the same as the one that we just installed our charges and citations. So over here on my GTA5 main directory, I'm just gonna go ahead and go back to plugins, LSPDFR. Now we're gonna go ahead and go to Stop the Pad right here. All right, go ahead and open up your stop the pad, and you're gonna go ahead and see these two files right here. All right, so these two files will be this one and this one right here. Let's just say you don't like the ones that you're gonna go ahead and install right now, so it's another good idea to actually keep this in hand, the original one. So I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop these two files into my charges file over there. So now if I open up that file, I should have these over here. So I already know where they go. So these two, this bottom two, go to my stop the pad, and this top two right here go to my compilate right here. All right, so you should have these saved somewhere, or if you want to go ahead and create another folder, you can go ahead and create another folder to put them separate if you want. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop these two in here. So my installation is complete on that one. Go ahead and close this over here. Go ahead and refresh, go back to my GTA5 main directory, go ahead and refresh that, and then I'm gonna go ahead and close this, and then let me go ahead and move these bad boys over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and delete these files over here. I'm gonna go ahead and keep this file in here just in case I want to go ahead and reinstall the original files. Now let's go ahead and jump into the game here real quick and see what kind of changes we just made to our game. All right, alrighty guys, now that we are in the game, let's go ahead and pull over this guy right here so that we can go ahead and showcase our charges and citations and our ultimate questions as well. All right, I'm not gonna take too long on this one. I'm just gonna go ahead and show you what comes with this. So now that we have this vehicle pulled over, we pretty much have the information about the driver. Now let me go ahead and go to my compilate right here. Let's go ahead and check out this vehicle right now. As you can see, everything is checking out over here. The driver is checking out as well. He does have some concealed and carry permits, but let's just say we are arresting this guy right now. We just arrested him, and we want to go ahead and create some charges for him. As you can see, this menu is a little bit much more easy to read right here. So I think this is the best of charges and citations mod that I've installed in my game. I've tried a couple, and I feel like this one is much more clean, is much more easy to read, and much more easy to maneuver from one category to another. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this traffic one. As you can see here, you can actually charge somebody with driving without any license, driving while suspended as well. You can see here, you can go ahead and scroll down over here. You do have reckless driving is in there as well. All right, under the drug section over here, you pretty much get all the drugs that you can actually find in this game on this menu right here. The most that you're gonna be dealing with is pretty much maybe like fentanyl, ecstasy, and some drug paraphernalia or something like that. LSDs, marijuana, cocaine, oxycontin. I never found oxycontin before. You can find some PCP in there. As you can see, possession of prescription pills, this one is a little bit more common, so you can go ahead and get this one over here. Now if you go to the bottom of the list over here, depending on the quantity of the drugs that somebody is carrying, you can go ahead and say maybe like drug trafficking or something like that, or possession of whatever drugs that you charge them with over here, and then you can come to the bottom and say maybe possession with the intent to distribute, just depending on the amount and quantity of drugs that you do find on somebody right there. All right, under firearm and weapons over here, you can find maybe like, let me see if there's one with possession of a stolen weapon, because that's a common one that you can actually get in this game right now. Possession, discharge of automatic firearm or weapon. Let me see if I can find one. Possession of a homemade firearm or weapon. That's a new one right there. I've never seen that before. Possession of a silencer or a suppressor. is in there as well. I want to see if there's one that said, okay, possession of a firearm right here. This is much more common, that you can actually search a vehicle and find a weapon, and then if you go ahead and do the serial number check, you can actually see that some weapons will be stolen. So this charge, you can actually use it most of the time, so it's pretty cool. This one is in here as well. Use of an explosive device. I'm pretty sure there's a possession of an explosive device as well right here. Number 5, you can actually use this quite a lot right here. Possession of a weapon by a felon is in there as well. It's pretty cool. Under homicide and manslaughter over here, you do have first degree murder, second degree murder, accessory to murder, aggravated murder, attempted murder on a law enforcement officer, conspiracy to commit murder. It's pretty much a long list right here. I actually do love this mod right here. Under kidnapping over here, accessory to kidnapping, attempted kidnapping, human trafficking, kidnapping, and forced imprisonment is in there as well. Under other possessions over here, possession of alcohol under the age of 21. I'm pretty sure you're not gonna use this, but it's pretty cool to use. Possession of blackberry tools, you're gonna be using this one quite a lot. And possession of child pornography, you're gonna be using this quite a lot. Possession of counterfeit money, maybe not a lot, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be using this one at some point. Possession of stolen documents, I'm pretty sure you're gonna be using this one as well. And then possession of a stolen vehicle is under other possessions, so it's pretty cool to have this one in here, because you're gonna have a lot of stolen vehicles that you're gonna be finding while you're on patrol. And then over here under property, as you can see, symmetry, mischief. I don't know what you'll be doing in the symmetry with this one over here, but it's pretty cool to have that one in there as well. And of course, you do have stalking in there as well. Destruction of public property, destruction of private property is in there as well. Under prostitution, you can find decent exposure is in there. You see, it is actually an arrestable offense. And prostitution and solicitation is in there as well. All right, as you can see, we do have another long list here. We do have some public offenses as well that you can actually find in here. Criminal mischief is in there. Criminal, is it supposed to be criminal conversation? I don't know what that means, but whatever. You do have some hate crimes in there as well. Invasion of privacy, public intoxication is in there as well. Reckless endangerment is in there as well. So you can find a long list over here. Under robbery and theft, as you can see, armed robbery is in there. Attempted armed robbery, attempted burglary, attempted grand theft auto, and breaking and entering is in there as well. Carjacking is in there, and embezzlement is in there as well. Petty theft is in there as well. Shoplifting is in there as well. So it's pretty cool to have some of this in here. Sexual crimes, attempted rape, and you do have rape, sex trafficking, sexual assault, sexual battery, and statutory rape is in there as well. And the terrorism, I don't think you're going to be using this, but pretty cool to have this one in here as well. So let me go ahead and go to the bottom over here. And now let's go ahead under citations and see what this one comes with. You do have alcohol, tobacco, and tobacco violations over here. If you do find somebody with like an open container, you can go ahead and give them a citation for that. Smoking violation is in there as well. Underage drinking is an arrestable offense. That's why there's an A right there. Under documents over here, I'm pretty sure you're going to be using this quite a lot. Expired driver's license, expired insurance, expired registration, failure to insure the vehicle, failure to register the vehicle, and fishing with an expired fishing license, hunting with the expired fishing license. I'm pretty sure you're going to be using this quite a lot. And equipment violation over here, you do have some of these as well. Broken windshield, broken tail light, broken headlight is in there as well. Failure to wear a seat belt, I'm pretty sure you're not going to be using this, but whatever. And then under harassment, this one is a new one for me. I've never seen this one before, but you can have some of this over here. Physical harassment, sexual harassment, verbal harassment is in there as well. under parking over here, you do have, there's a mod that you can actually install for parking violations and stuff like that. Maybe I'm gonna go ahead and showcase that at a later time, but this is what you can find in there as well. And then you do have some public citations that you can actually give somebody for loitering and stuff like that, jaywalking, illegal protesting, and illegal dumping, illegal camping. Graffiti is in there as well, disturbing the peace is in there as well, disorderly conduct is in there as well, public urination is in there as well, public intoxication as an arrestable offense is in there as well, but you can go ahead and give it out as a citation. Under signs, signals, and yielding over here, you can find failure to stop at the stop sign, failure to stop at the red light, failure to yield to emergency vehicles, and stuff like that. Failure to yield at an intersection is in there as well. Under speeding is not really too much. I don't really think you need too much for this game right here. Driving driving slow, I can't believe this one is in there, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna be giving out tickets for this one right here quite a lot, between 10 and 20. And then if somebody's going like 30 and over, it is an arrestable offense, but you can go ahead and give him a citation, but it is an arrestable offense on that one. And vehicle operation over here, and of course you do find reckless driving, that's an arrestable offense, is in there. Illegal U-turn is in there. Improper lane change, improper passing, improper turn, open container is in there as well. Texting while driving is in there as well. All right, I just wanted to show you guys that part of our charges and citations. Now let's go ahead and go to approach the driver. Now we're gonna go ahead and see what our ultimate questions have to bring. All right, but before we can do that, let's go ahead and ask this guy for his for all his documents here. As you can see, we can smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from inside the vehicle. All right, so now if we go ahead and go to question the driver over here, you will find that the questions are a little bit more organized as well. As you can see here, we can go ahead and do like a little bit of intro and say, maybe like say something like good evening to him, and then he's just gonna go ahead and roll his eyes on us. I don't know why would you be doing that when we're trying to be nice and everything like that. All right, so since we just smelled a little bit of alcohol in them, let's go ahead under traffic stop, DUI alcohol over here. So we're gonna go ahead and find a question, a suitable question that we can actually ask him. Let's go ahead and ask him, have you had anything to drink today, man? He says, I think I may have had overdone it at the club. All right. So he just admitted that he's been drinking, and we do smell a strong odor of alcohol come inside the vehicle. So let me go ahead and say, I noticed a strong odor of alcohol coming out of your mouth, man. What's going on? He said, you really think so? So that is questioning me of my observation. All right, and you can go ahead and ask him here under DUI narcotics. Let's go ahead and ask him if he has any drugs today. Did you use any drugs today, man? It says, get back to why you stopped me in the first place. So this guy anyways, do you have any drugs inside the vehicle, man? No comment, huh? Let me just lie and say I smell a strong odor of narcotics coming inside the vehicle and see what it says. It says I did some earlier and it's on my clothes. All right, so this guy just admitted that he had something to drink and something to sniff or smoke earlier today. So we're gonna go ahead and find out what that's all about. So as you can see, guys, you can actually go ahead and have a lot of options that you can ask somebody here. And of course, under documentation over here, you can go ahead and ask him, maybe like this guy does have like an expired driver's license or something like that. You can go ahead and ask the questions accordingly. And then you do have registration questions that you can ask him over here. And then let's see, under insurance owner over here, can go ahead and ask him why he's driving with an expired insurance, or why is he driving with no insurance or something like that. Some of the answers are very, very interesting, to say the least. So it's all up to you to go ahead and go through all of this stuff right here and see what you can do with this information right here for your creative purposes right here. All right, so let's go ahead and ask this guy to step out of the vehicle, and you're gonna see like we'll go ahead and get him out of the vehicle and get his attention over here. All right, let me go ahead and ask him to follow me over here. All right, yeah, pretty much almost done here. All right, so let me go ahead and stop him right here. So if I go back to question the pad over here, you're gonna see that we do get a little bit more variety of questions that we can ask him now that he's outside of the vehicle. If we go ahead and scroll down over here, as you can see, the questions, some of them are still the same ones, but some of them are a little bit more investigation type of questions that you can find over here. Now you can find solicitation or prostitution type of questions that you can ask somebody if you get a call for like solicitation or something like that. You can go ahead and ask those type of questions. As you can see here, domestic violence questions right here. This is when a pad is on foot. All right, so you can go ahead and use this to your own liking and see how much you like these questions and answers that you just installed right here, and of course your charges and citation and everything like that. But I think this will conclude this tutorial right here, guys. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Make sure you are commenting down below, subscribing to the channel, and of course if you do have questions about anything LSPDFR and you want my help on that, if I can help you out, I would not hesitate to help you out. So make sure you are commenting, asking your questions. I'll be happy to answer those questions accordingly. All right, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. As for right now, I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this guy here who's seemingly driving under the influence of alcohol. All right, I'll see you guys on the next tutorial.